All right.
I've got Jax with. Okay, cool. I got Jax with me down here. And I almost had her to sleep, and then she sprung up. I'm like, shit. So here we are. Okay, so let me just get my screens pulled up here.
Oh my gosh, do not wear high neck tank tops to work out apparently. Holy crap.
You go, girl. All right. God, I have like 7,000 tabs open. This is ridiculous. Okay. Let me share my screen with you. All right. The first thing I'll show you guys, can you see? Let me just log into my Coach Online office. So the easiest way to send a newsletter is from your Coach Online office, but since they upgraded the Coach Online office, you cannot include pictures anymore. So it's a lot less like show stepping, I guess you could say. So that kind of sucks. But like Trina, she still sends hers. Let me see if I have one of hers just to show you guys. Don't judge my email inbox either. I am one that has like 7,000 emails. Okay, let's see. In this one, I'm going to stop sharing. Switch emails. Sorry. Let's see. This internet is no joke. Okay. All right. Share screen. Gray. Okay. This is her last newsletter. This is what she sends directly from the Coach Online office. So she just includes links because she can't include photos. So it gets across information. If you want to send a reminder about Joel Freeman's workout, if you want to just kind of do like she does a monthly email. And this is exactly what hers includes. So I will copy and paste this into that thread, just so you guys have like verbiage that she uses, and you can take whatever you want. Okay, so it's super simple. This isn't spam. I'm your free Beachbody coach here with a gift. Blah, blah, blah. So she gives details about workout programs, her July group, and then she mentions the coaching opportunities at the bottom. So that's easy. Okay, the way you do it from your Coach Online office, you go to Grow My Business, send an email, you can do your Beachbody email, or you can connect this to your personal email, but you can only send it to 100 people. So if you have under 100 customers, including your coaches, you can use this. If you have more than that, you can use your Beachbody email. Then you can choose recipients, whether it's customers, coaches, or prospects. You would have to like edit those, obviously. So if I choose customer, I can select all. and then compose. So I have 901 customers, leads, coaches, whatever in this business center. So for me, personal email would not work. So this is where you would just draft that email and then, or no, this is recipients if you want to add any. But down here is where you would draft that. So super easy. I think this is a really good place to start. It's free. You don't have to export and import email lists. Trina Gray does it. And it works. The other way you can do it, and this is the way that I have been doing it, I'm not consistent, but it's a goal of mine to become consistent, is by using MailChimp. What are you growling at me for? Oh. And I believe you can use a free account up until a certain point. So if you have more than X amount of people you're sending it to, it nudges you to upgrade. I had to upgrade because I also do the hockey newsletter. So I was sending out like multiple newsletters from multiple email addresses. So I have the upgraded version. So I don't remember what it is to upgrade, but I remember thinking if I'm going to do this consistently, it's going to be worth it anyways. Let's see the chat here. Limit is 2,000. Okay. Good, Eric's home. I can like see him pull in the driveway from through this little patch of trees over out of my office window. Okay, I'm just gonna check the chat while and it's $10 a month. Cool. Yeah, so $10 a month, you guys, honestly, I would stick with the Coach Online office until you look at where do I want to spend it. I don't know that a newsletter would be the first place I would want to send it, versus like investing in Success Club prizes for your coaches, or prizes for your challengers, or advertising on social media. That's probably where my money would go first. I do think it's important to send emails. I think like 16% opened mine yesterday. So I think I had like 270 people click on it, which I always look at as a win, because I'm like, if one person clicks on it, that's more than none. So in here, you would click campaigns, or you can click here and just create campaign. And Erica, if you use this, I know somebody had said, I think it was Danielle, they use it for work. Probably teach me a thing or two, because this literally took me like 3 hours the other day. Might be because my internet sucks. So this is my June customer email. The way that you can start when you just go create campaign, and I always choose create an email. The other really cool thing about MailChimp is you can create a landing page. So let's say you're like, fill out this to join my next group. Like, you can make a landing page that looks like a website with this. You can also create ads. I've never done that though. So this campaign, I'll just do testing and begin. The next thing it gives you is layouts of, well, actually, hold on. So here's where you would add your recipients. Now, up here on the upper left-hand corner, there's lists. So I have like Antigo Hockey lists. I have customer lists that I just continue to add to. So every time I send an email out, I make sure to run a report of all of my customers and coaches from my my business center. So I do my business center, I do Eric's business center, and then I do my second CBC. The reason is I don't want anybody to be left out. So I run a report of all of my customers, and then I take out all of the information besides the email column, and you have to save it as a CVS file, which is just, you go to save as and then change it to CVS versus like Excel, blah, blah, blah. It's pretty easy. It took me a little bit of tinkering to figure out how exactly they wanted me to upload it, but once I did, it's really, really easy. So then you just drop down and you do choose a list, and you can see like this is Beach Ready customers, and then I like kept growing it, so I changed it, and I just like make a note like updated, blah, blah. I didn't do it last time because I was on my laptop and it doesn't have Excel. So that was fun. But anyways, that's where you do that. Then you can put your name and your email address, however you want that to look, and then the subject line. So what I do when I'm trying to figure out like what would be a good subject line that would make me want to open this email, I go to my email, I go to promotions, and I literally scan this and I'm like, which one of these catches my eye? And then I try to like copy it and make it my own. So like yesterday it was like, what's in it for you or something like that. So that's how I figure out what I'm going to do for a subject line, because I'm like not very good at thinking about that. Then you hit design email. So it gives you all these templates. You can choose from featured templates, or you can choose from any of these down here. So it can be a simple text, it can have pictures in it, whatever. So I believe this is the one I picked yesterday, the make an announcement one. And this is where mine gets a little bit more complicated. So I was going back and forth from like PicMonkey, creating like all of those images and then uploading them into here. So when you upload images, you go to this replace image. And I'll put this one in there just for kicks. Hey, bud. So I kind of had to play around, see how big that is. So that's where I was like, oh, I didn't like, I was just being too picky on like the way that it looked. So you kind of have to play around with sizes. It allows you to fix things if you want. But really in hindsight, it's not a huge deal. So then I uploaded like other photos, like this one I created in that easel app, or the easel program that I was talking about at Summit. It's so cool, but you do have to pay for it. That's why it's so cool. So like this, I was using the Instagram story layout for the ones that were like my favorite yoga pants steals, my favorite yoga pant splurge. I created those in this program, which I wonder if we could all just like share mine. I don't know how that would work, if they would like catch it or not. But like, aren't these cute? I mean, this is the only one that popped up so far because my internet sucks, but they have all these really cool layouts and you can select them and then put in your own pictures, put in your own words. And that's what I use to create these like the favorite podcasts. But now that I have them made and I have them saved in Easel, I can just swap those out, like the content, every single month from here on out. You can also, once you have created one email, you can save it as a template. So next month I can just go in, switch out my images, and it's ready to rock. The cool thing about this too is you can link things. So if you noticed on my email yesterday, if you had a chance to look at it, you can link things. So when they click, hold on, just go to my one that I sent yesterday. So going back to Easel while that is loading, like this is like a stories. I don't know what's going on with this text, but this is an example of like their stories that you can choose from. This one only has one. A lot of the stories ones have like multiple different versions of this style of thing. So insert the picture and change the stuff on the side. So they have a lot of different options that look really cute, and they're different than Canva and PicMonkey. Okay, so I'm gonna just go to campaigns here and just show you how you can easily click over to, like, I linked my yoga pants to an Amazon. Everybody who clicks on that and purchases that particular legging from that link, I get like 1% or something of the sale, and it just goes into my Amazon account, which is cool. So if you ever like become an affiliate for anything, you can share things like that and get, you know, that extra income too. Lemon. The chat. Do you have to pay for Easel monthly? Maybe pay for 1 month. and make a bunch of staples. You actually get it free for 25 days. So what 25 days was up, I was like, okay, I've used these Insta stories that I made like 2 times each now. And I was like, okay, I really like the way that it looks. Today I went through, you guys, and I just busted out, which I can share these with you. It should be on here. It saves everything that you make. I made all my graphics for our challenge group next week. So survival of the fence. Okay. Can you guys see my newsletter now? Okay. So this is what I did. So I just made this header, and I think I made this one in PicMonkey along top. Then I added a text box. I typed that stuff. I have this logo, obviously. So I uploaded that. The cool thing about this section is I just uploaded random pictures, but then you can link it. So it says like edit email to join me. So when they click on this, it pulls up their email, and it gave me the option to set what the email says. And right away, somebody who I like had in a challenge group a long time ago engage, and then I had the email set to say, hey, Teresa, I just got your newsletter. I really want to re-engage. Let me know how. And then that was all they had to send. So it was really nice. And I actually got one like immediately after I sent it. This one, they can download my PDF. And then this one links them to a free Facebook group that I'm doing. Then I just did a coach or a challenger spotlight. And I just shared she lost 13 pounds in 1 month with 2B Mindset. And then a little like glimpse of 2B. You can link videos from YouTube. So I just went to YouTube, typed in 2B Mindset trailer, copied and pasted that link and put that in there. I went to Facebook to get these other 2B graphics and just put those in the picture spots there. And then I shared all of the details from the FAQ for Lift 4's preview. And actually, when I copied and pasted all of these links, like pasted in here, linked already. So I didn't even have to like edit that at all, which was nice. So then if I click on my favorite yoga pant deal, it's going to take them right to those yoga pants on Amazon, which is sweet. Then the same with the other thing. I did not link these two because they can look it up. And that's it. So basically, I think the goal of a newsletter is 1, to just like have just one more touch point with your customers and coaches. 2, let them know what's going on. Maybe they're not on Facebook or Instagram and they would rather have email communication. And 3, it's just another chance to re-invite them to get re-engaged. So I'm going to try to do them once a month and we'll see. But I definitely think if you're just starting, I would stick with. So I made these today. They actually don't look like this. Shit. Hold on. They're actually way cuter. I don't know why that text looks like that. I didn't make them on this computer. Maybe that's why. I don't know. Or maybe it's just not loaded completely. If you guys have questions, you can unmute and let me know. Fairly simple though. I just think the hardest part is like figuring out what you want to include in there. Saying enough, but not saying too little, I think is important too. Okay, this is what they look like.
A question about easel. Would that be a good place to make like how you have your like no judgment kind of like logo? Is that a good site to make that type of thing, or is it more like already picked out for you?
Yeah, you definitely could.
Okay.
I got my logo for that off of Etsy. But honestly, like the Good Vibe Tribe logo I made in, I think, okay, so if you're going to make a new, because they've got cool fonts already. But what I did for like other things that I've created is you can go to like freefonts.com or like free fonts, whatever, download like a bunch of cool fonts that you like and like the vibe or like the look of the font that you like. And then you can upload those to PicMonkey and use those, which is really sweet. So watch YouTube. That's how I learned how. Watch a YouTube video on how to add fonts to PicMonkey. I think I have one on my YouTube channel. And it's really easy. But these are what they actually look like. So survival of the 4th, set your intentions for the week and tell us how you do. Hit your goal and check in to win a $10 Amazon gift card. So I just made these like Monday, best tips for staying on track. And it's just like super short. And basically, like our point with this was just like keeping them somewhat engaged over the 4th of July week because it's on a Wednesday. So if you guys want me, I can definitely share these with you. But yeah, I think that the thing put a reminder in my phone, like a week before I need to send out my newsletter and just remind myself to like start working on it. And then also put a reminder in my phone the day that I need to send it out. The good thing about PicMonkey is you can, if I complete it, I can schedule it to send out automatically on whatever date that I want. So if you want to work ahead, you can. That is the nice thing. I do not think you can do that in the Coach Online Office. And I also tried one time to export all of my contacts and put them in a list in my Gmail. And I sent it out, like there's a deer in my backyard. Worked a ton of making it look really cool in Gmail. And then I sent it and they all got kicked back to me. I'm like, oh. So I don't know why. Maybe it like looked spammy. I don't know. Any other questions on that? So it's pretty easy. So basically like let's go back to the running the report of your customers. I think that might confuse some people. If you're not going to do it right from the Coach Online Office, I would go monitor my business, my personal and customer orders. Click on that. And then export report. Export it. And then let's say you're doing your husband's account too. Do the same thing. And then I just add them together on one Excel spreadsheet before I upload it. So then I would take this, I delete all of this stuff. I would delete everything besides their email. The nice thing about MailChimp too, it continue to like run this report every single month and upload it, and it has a ton of duplicates. It will kick back. It will like just take out the duplicates and it won't add them again. The other thing too is with MailChimp, you can share a link that allows people to sign up for your newsletter, which is nice. So like this, I can go to details. I can copy this and like send my newsletter to anybody. If they're like, can I get your newsletter? I just copied this link. But if I go to lists, it allows you to like make this form that you can send to people. And that way you have a way of like building your email list, even if they're not your customer yet. So I put it in my link tree, like join my newsletter. They can click on that and they can sign up. I always think Instagram disappears, would I have a business? I always ask myself that, like, what would I do besides be totally pissed and cry because I would be screwed. So I'm trying to like figure out a way to like stay in touch with people outside of social media. Okay, so sign up form is right here and you can build a form. So I go to select and I'd already made one. I think it should pop up right here. Yeah. So I just made this super generic. I should probably fix it, but I was in a hurry when I did it. I just put in a picture, email address, first name, last name, and subscribe to list. And then that just puts them on my list. So I copy and paste this, put it in my link tree. I can refer people like, if you want to sign up for my next newsletter, go to the link in my bio and sign up. What else was I going to show you? Download these and share them in the Good Bad Tribe. Chat. Do you have a link to your newsletter sign up on your website? Is that like a pop-up? So that's where I'm like totally my email list, and it is linked to MailChimp, but I don't know what list it's going on. I don't know where they're going. I don't know. But you can, because when I use Squarespace to make my website, you can link your MailChimp to Squarespace for those in that website. It was nauseating because I don't know anything about it. But I will get there. Hey, Jen. Any other questions? Or jump over to MailChimp. Coach Online Office, raise your hand. Or just put in the chat, whatever. Anybody? Unless my internet's that crappy, I'm not getting them.
So are you saying start out with just doing the Coach Online Office and not the MailChimp?
Start there for sure. That's what Trina still does. She doesn't use anything else. Did you see that example of hers in the beginning?
Kind of. I was driving, so I didn't really look at it. But you said you linked it somewhere in the feed?
Oh, yeah. That's right.
What feed did you put it in?
You didn't hear the question. Oh, in the thread for tonight. Let's see here.
Okay.
There. For this Zoom, Alyssa's post. Oh, Jen, I asked who's going to stick with the Coach Online Office version of emailing and who's going to try to jump over to MailChimp. Because if you guys want to do MailChimp, I could do another Zoom with you while you're doing it just to like be on, and you can unmute and ask questions if you want to, if it'd be helpful. Just let me know.
I've done emails.
Was that other Zoom good, Jen, or no?
Their webinar had we got like halfway in and I was like super pumped, and then like their webinar quit working, and so they were going to jump to a Zoom link and they were having a hard time getting a Zoom link. So they're going to send us all the PowerPoints, but I think it will be good. Can you hear me?
Crap.
Are you frozen?
That happened to her last time too.
It happened the only other time I've ever been on her thing too. So I don't know what's going on. She lives where we live.
Right.
She had a ton of people on.
I feel so bad for her because she's not good at hiding her emotions either. And you can tell she's just pissed.
And everybody in the chat was like, this is awful. I can't see anything. And I'm like, things happen, because I deal with it all the time. But anyway, yes, I do think it's really the things I've gotten so far. I took some notes, but as far as the email goes, I send emails from Coach Online Office, like whenever I'm checking in on people. I just wish I had like a cleaner, prettier, I love the idea of adding things in. So I think I am going to try the MailChimp thing. I just need to get a good way. I'm terrible about putting pictures like on my computer. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can. I mean, MailChimp, I haven't. Maybe there is, and maybe you could do it that way, like take them from your phone and put them
Do
right
what,
in
like-
there. Like if there's an
I just
app,
need to like.
I don't know if
There is an app, but I think it only lets you like send and track things. I don't think it lets you create your actual like newsletter. I've been playing with it. But either way, I mean, I'll figure it out. I just need to have time to sit down on my computer. But yes, the webinar, as soon as I get those slides, I will make sure we share.
I think I was sweet. Thank you. No, but I was saying like once next month will be so much easier because I can just swap out stuff, change colors, whatever, and make it super, like, it won't take me 3 hours next time, mark my words. All right. Did that help you guys? Yeah. Okay, good. Let me know, message me, throw questions in the Good Vibe Tribe or why don't we continue this conversation in the thread? And then tag me just in case I miss it. And I will definitely check on those. And if we want to jump on while you guys are creating your first one in MailChimp, so I can help you because it was kind of a beast the very first time I did it. I've been doing this for hockey, and so like, but I can help you with what I know. Yeah, I'd be happy to stay on now if you guys want to. You want to use mine? If you guys ever want to use my Zoom link, here's my login. Schrader's 7. Just make sure I don't have a Zoom. And then Beachbody all lowercase for my password. You can just copy and paste that and save it. Because I have the upgraded account. Otherwise, I'll keep putting it up. Okay, cool. Why don't we hop on my Zoom link? I will send it right now. If you want to do that, we can. Eric's home, so I have time. Wait, I think my Zoom link's in the initial thread. So just hop off this, get back on there, and then